I want to emphasize regarding the lifestyle change is not so much on the total duration of outdoor exposure, but how it is delivered in conjunction with the near activities. So there are plenty of animal models showing that the outdoor break is going to be most effective right after the near work. So in addition to a sufficient amount of a total outdoor break, we want to have as frequent outdoor break as possible. And it's better delivered after a prolonged session of near work. And we want the outdoor break to be at least 3 to 5 minutes long for each session. And during that break, we hope the kids are actually looking at far, the distance viewing through the whole visual field. That's a much better and more effective outdoor break compared to a whole 2-hour session delivered in the morning than kids spending the rest of the time indoor. So that's the biggest take I personally incorporate into my practice is not only focusing on the total duration, but also on the frequency, the short interval, but more frequent breaks. So currently the commercially available optical interventions, certainly including those novel spectacles, as well as daytime and overnight contact lenses. And currently there are some research or the pipeline trying to see how we're able to customize those optics to fit each individual's pupil behavior and their lifestyle. Can we actually try to create a dynamic signals that actually prevent the retina from getting bored from a constant type of stop signals? So that's what I know it's probably a very fascinating field. So I see two big challenges. First is trying to convince parents to engage early. Usually the first time they hear about myopia control, some parents are pretty skeptical. They want to wait until they see a definitive evidence of their kids' vision getting worse, eyes getting longer. But we know that the earlier the intervention, the better the long-term outcome. And so the biggest challenge is to engage parents early enough so that the kids can actually start getting treatment as early as possible. The second biggest challenge I see is actually the opposite. Currently, we have a lot of these AI tools. Parents do a lot of self-study or research. They type in the questions in ChatGPT or other AI platforms. They get a lot of answers. But they're not able to incorporate these answers into professional clinical experience. So a lot of parents are taking those research findings literally without actually filtering out what's relevant, what's less generalizable to their child. So now we're seeing parents bring in a stack of papers or answers from ChatGPT of trying to really argue with the clinicians what to do with their child. And so being able to balance the actual research findings, but also what's more relevant and pertinent to each individual case, that's another big challenge I'm seeing nowadays.